Girl, start recording.
It's so cool.
Hey.
Okay, oop, wait, hold up the thing.
I can. You want to play music or no?
Probably not because they'll copyright you in the video.
Oh. No.
Okay, so today is gonna be our first episode of Sister to Sister,
Hey.
and I have my oldest sister, Nene Banks.
It's all
It's a vibe, little dark, sturkio, schmirkio. So I didn't tell her what the question's gonna be. Today is a two-part question. Okay, so the first question is, what traditions do you think our generation need to bring back? Two traditions.
Two traditions. You talking about like way back in the day, or
just something that you feel like we need to see?
Something we don't do anymore.
Yeah, something we need to see in our generation that worked well for our past generations.
So Sunday dinners is probably so significant now more than ever, only because we've gotten so caught up in ourselves. We don't even know how to deal with family no more. We don't have the patience for it. And those Sunday dinners allowed you to interact with your family on a more personal level. So, yeah, that would be one for sure. I got to think about the other one.
Well, yeah, I agree with that one because it's like, now we kind of forced to spend time with family if you do live with family.
Yeah.
So I feel like, making intentional time, because it's a different thing between being forced and actually making a time. Mm-hmm. So Sunday dinners is actually making a time to intentionally sit down, eat some good food, see what's cracking in each person's, life, and being intentional about making the next family member feel like you care and you're there. Mm-hmm. So that's one of my traditions that I think we need to bring back is we need to learn to listen more. Okay. And I would say, like, back in the day, I feel like our elders and stuff, like when they corrected, like let's say our parents and our parents, like it wasn't really no talk back, no bark back, like, because if you did, you got pump. So, and I'm not saying you have to go to that extent, but they knew how to take certain information and apply it to life, and it wasn't too like prideful or sensitive about somebody correcting them on something that they saw as wrong.
Preach. To tie into that kind of, I do miss like the big mamas, and the big papas or whatever.
Let me call big papa.
Hey, throw your hand in. It's the truth. But honestly, they will share history, your family's history and where you come from and just everything that they had to endure being, our elders. And then that way they can pass on the traditions. We'll know what to do and how to move depending on, where you come from and who your ancestors are. So I feel like that's so significant, and we just really forgot that. Grandmas and grandpas today is too busy trying to be young and fly and, like trying to be a best friend instead of embracing that wisdom and really speaking on stuff that they should be talking about. And even if they just share their stories, it'll kind of give us a heads up like, okay, my grandma did this and it didn't work for her, so let me do it that way and see if it worked for me. So
yeah, that's really true. And it's like time is of the essence, and you get older and you have to embrace that, and part of that comes with self-awareness, self-realization, and also like, passing down and sharing that wisdom. And it's like, way back in the day, that was a thing. Like, you feel me? Don't do this, or let me tell you about this, young buck, like, da 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 da. And people was receptive, and now we done got to our generation, and it's just like if somebody tell us something to correct ourselves, we feel like, oh my god, they hating, they judging. Like everybody's not hating on you. And that's like you gotta bring that insecurity be up high, and it ain't even no confidence. That's insecurity and that's pride. We have to stop thinking that because somebody doesn't see things the way we see it and they're trying to correct us. Our elders is not always hating on us. Somebody telling you to do something right is not always hating on you. In fact, they don't benefit nothing from telling you something about your life. They could let you keep going on and being exactly the way you are. So we have to check our pride, check our insecurity. And I know some of us has been in situations where, somebody was judging us, somebody was hating on us, but that's not everybody. That's not everybody, boo.
Especially your family members. Like if they're taking their time, or if they notice something you don't notice within yourself, then just, you can, like my daddy used to say, take what you can receive and leave what you can't. Like, you know how to decipher that, as far as your mental status and whatnot. But you don't have to disrespect, and you don't have to bark back, because 9 times out of 10 is to help you. And a lot of times we can't see what we're doing within ourselves, so it takes somebody to really point it out, to be like, oh yeah, you tripping, or I've been noticing you on a different pattern and I don't know what's going on, but if you need an ear, I'm here. Like, if you need anything, really, for that matter. So we just got to go back to the basics. Get back to the basics.
Right. And what else tradition? What is your other tradition that you feel like we need to implement in this generation?
Well, yeah, I'd say family activities. Just anything that has to do with your family, because like you see today, you don't see a lot of family members linking up and really vibing with each other without, I can't be around her, I can't stand her, and he did this, and I don't know what, like, it's just like, it's not that you're better than, but you may notice some things, but it's not for you to completely dismiss yourself up. You should really be more engaging if you notice those things. Instead of talking on it, help them. Help.
Okay, message.
The flags. Help.
Right.
So yeah, that's about the size of it.
Yeah, I like another tradition that we need to bring back is we were just talking about this earlier. It's just like learning the difference between some things that could be public information and knowing sacredness. And that's something that our big mamas had back in the day. You feel me? Like they knew, like you wouldn't know a lot of things because they kept it behind closed doors. Like even with my grandmothers, like once we got old enough, they started to share with us, like, some of the sacred parts of them and their lifestyle and their life that they've been through. But, nowadays, our generation, we quick to expose, y'all. And we quick to expose ourselves. We quick to expose other people. We just quick to expose. And that's not always necessarily a bad thing because, things that's done in the dark does have to come to light or whatever. Right. But it's a way you do things, and it's supposed to come with love and correction. Like, correction is love. But we be over here on, like, I love the way Megan Thee Stallion has said, like, people get on the Instagram and start making it their diary. It's one thing if you get on there trying to encourage people and help people who've been in similar situations, but it's another thing if you're just trying to expose and you're feeling some type of way. So you're going to go over there and blast Lil James because because he done did you dirty, and now you like, oh, he did like, we get the thug fingers real quick in our
But you done allowed Lil James. You ain't telling that part though. We gotta tell the whole story. Don't leave nothing out.
And we all done been there, to a certain extent. Like I said, I've never been the one to just completely have posted like some little underground shady stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, check your feelings. you know, you can't be getting on a public platform saying all this rah-rah, and then when somebody come back and approaching you as such and looking at you as such and having an opinion on your stuff, it's like, why you in my business? Da, 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 da. Like, girl, you put it out there for everybody to know. Sir, you put it out there for everybody. Right.
You just went live.
I'm glad that we're becoming a generation that's expressive, but I just wish that we use it more wisely.
Yes. And even our bodies, even like for real, we forgot. You know, everybody don't need to see everything all the time.
All the nooks and crannies.
Like y'all know, special websites and resources and people you can go and see if you want to partake in that. But to just, you know, be so fluid now, like, and to be so expressive as far as that, not realizing kids have access to the internet just like these adults do.
Yes, they do.
They have the world in the palm of their hands, and they go and flock to whatever's trendy. And right now, bust it.
I ain't even got to say the challenge name.
Yeah, we gonna leave that one just.
It's like, this is a real life question, and feel free on any of my videos to jump in the comments and correct me with love and respect. That's all I'm gonna let you know right now, and voice your opinion. But I was asking my sister, like, one thing I don't get about this body positivity movement is like, why do I gotta show off my body to let y'all know I feel positive about it? Like, I ain't trying to be funny, but on real life, like, if I want to, like, I think about it like this: if I want to feel body positivity, like, I'm gonna do that in my mirror at home, and I could be naked or whatever the case is, you know what I mean? And I'm like, girl, you beautiful. And I even do that. I do meditations where I'm like, I say I'm beautiful 3 times with my eyes open, and I say it 3 times with my eyes closed. And that's because I'm speaking to my body in one, and I'm speaking to my spirit in another. But I don't think that I have to go on Instagram Live and be naked or with my little, you know, covering up the little parts, leaving a little magic. I don't feel like I have to go on a public platform and kind of say those things and chant them to a broad audience to show y'all that I feel positive about my body.
That's facts.
So feel free to answer that question, because I want to know for real, like, what was the drive behind the body positivity, you know?
And I know, because I've been there, did that, and a lot of times we be feeling insecure, or we be liking the attention that we get, and it's like, please, you can attract the right attention by keeping yourself covered. You know what comes with showing the certain body parts. You know who's gonna be in your inbox, and then you get mad at them for approaching you the way you put yourself out there. So if we act like queens, guess what? They have no choice but to treat us like
queen energy.
All 2021 and beyond.
Yeah, because it's like, you know, and I feel like it's not even just a feeling, but our temples are sacred. Like, you know, and nobody's sitting up here acting all holier than thou, because I done did too many things disrespecting my temple. You know, but now it's a new, you feel me? You catch a new vibration, and you vibrating on a higher thing, and you actually pursuing self-love. Like, you start to look at your body like it is a temple. Certain things don't know to go in here. Certain people don't need to come in here. Certain people, like, you know what I mean? And to me, I feel like these challenges that we're making and participating in, yes, it seems like it's all in good fun, and we're hyping each other up, which is great to see, like, women being empowerment to other women and all that good stuff, you know. But I just want us to be able to understand that, like, or I want to see a different positive challenge where it doesn't always involve our bodies or our looks, you know. Like, don't get me wrong, I love to do makeup too, and I love to have a nice little body, but
can we start a feed the homeless challenge? Can we start that, like something that shows where your mind is and not where your body is. Like,
oh, girl, say that again for the camera.
show you where your mind is and not where your body is. We know where your body is. Body, yada, yada. We know.
Oh, look, let me carry it. Oh, everything.
But we're trying to go above and beyond that. Because
Yes.
you capping yourself. Like, you'll never reach your full potential by getting everything through your body. Like, imagine if you use your mind and your body. That would be funny.
What does that mean when he was like...
Take a second. Think. For real, like you could accomplish way more on a different scale. You can reach people from all different backgrounds and nationalities, countries. Like, the possibilities are endless when you do it the right way. When you show yourself to be presentable, and I'm learning that dressed like this today. Right. Not my little tube top, not my little booty shorts, because y'all know I love them. But it comes a time where you just got to mature as a woman, especially if you have children. You can't be showing your body, you can't be showing your goods like that, and your kids like, okay.
Right, mama, I'm dragging in some that, because that's usually how I go.
Exactly.
That look just like you.
And then they start dating you, or that type of person, knowing you, and that's not what you want. So let's just be a representation of what we would like in life.
Yes. And like she said, some good challenges like Feed the Homeless Challenge, or, collaborating with other women and, being like, let's show we not one-dimensional creatures. Like, we got awesome minds. We can have intellectual conversations. We can do far beyond and just always like showing our bodies. And that's one thing that kind of be making me just a little bit sad about I'm going to speak from my culture for Black women, because I know we have dynamic bodies, but it seems like they always try to base everything that we do around that.
Happiness.
Like, okay, well, now this challenge is just all about your body. And then when you see us in music videos, it's all about our body. And then it's all about our body.
And they don't even want to show faces now. Like, you want your body to be seen so bad, but you forgot about your face.
It's like, man, like, let's normalize something else, because this isn't normal. And I just want to, I know some people out there probably who gonna watch this video gonna be like, oh, you must be traditionalist and stuff like that. I don't mind people calling me traditionalist.
Let me pull this down a little bit more.
Like me, I don't mind it personally, because I am. Like, I have, like, I'm old school, but I also can get with the new school. Don't get me wrong. But one thing about me, my principles remain the same. And that's the difference. Like, trends change. Like, these nails, okay, these might be popping right now. This hairstyle's popping right now. But the things that's internally inside me is going to stay the same. I don't care what kind of challenge is coming out. I'm like, my principles, if it goes against my principles, is going to stay the same. And that's why I just want us as women to start having some better principles for us to stand on.
Some morals and some values.
Yes.
Because when you have those, then you know what to look for, you know what to accept, and you know what to reject. Simple. And we are the trendsetters. We're the... men can't do nothing. I'm not trying to be funny, but they can't do nothing that you say. That you need to set those standards. Because then, in that case, he's going to have to come correct. And if not, he's not going to come at all, which is fine. But that wasn't the person for you. That's not what I'm trying to entertain. That's not where I'm going in life. I need somebody who aligns with where I'm trying to go.
Yeah, right. That's why I was like, we got so much power within us. I mean, hell, even the Bible say, blessed is the man who finds a wife, because he obtains favor with the Lord. That's your favor. Okay, your favor. And that's not even your only gift to life, is being a wife. It's wonderful to be a woman. It's wonderful for us to be women. I just wish that we'll have some better boundaries about ourselves, especially coming to this internet because it is a public platform and it lives forever now. So,
Right.
if you out here doing the most and showing all your sacred parts, it ain't not so sacred no more. And nobody has to judge you on that, but it's just like, be able to be corrected so you can maneuver in a way better way as a woman.
Yeah, and I know we're going through stuff and really stuff that we really shouldn't be taking on, but because we're women and because we're strong, we take on all these different tasks. But it's still not an excuse for you to wild out. If you notice that, if you notice you're feeling away because of the pressures of life or because you've been through that, this and the third, like we need to seek counseling. We need to seak help. It's nothing wrong with it, really, because we all deal with things differently. And where somebody is doing this, you might be out here doing that, and it's not cool. So let's handle our little mental issues or our little setbacks so that we can become the best person that we need to become for not only us but the people who's around us.
For real, in the generation to come. Because I'm like, shoot, that generation ever come, the next challenge gonna be see right through us. Like, dang, and I'll be damn. I'm gonna tell you right now, I see my little sister doing anything like she's about to get 2 knuckles.
4, 6, 8. Wait, it's a family of 6 over you. 7, really.
So yeah, we got to be better for the next generation.
Yeah.
And I also would love for us to be a community of women to help empower each other, lift each other up, and correct each other.
Yeah.
I pray nobody be too sensitive, but if you is, you could become a Twitter thug and drop down in the comments. But I'm telling you, it ain't gonna do nothing for me. It ain't gonna do nothing for you. So. But yeah, let's start a whole community of just us women really, really empowering each other in some powerful ways. You know what I mean? Your body is beautiful, you beautiful, and you're a sacred temple, okay? They should be having to wish upon a dream, upon a star on who you are to know what's going on in your genes.
Make a tippy toe around you.
Yes, let's start resetting that tone.
Yes. Love y'all to death. We wouldn't be doing this if we didn't, and it's not to make nobody feel no type of way. Like she said, it's really to just correct ourselves, because honestly ain't nobody checking for us, so we got to check for ourselves. We got to check ourselves. God bless y'all. Y'all gonna be in our prayers. Every soul that watch, we love you to death.
Right.